If I turn on Live View, you can see that this page has already been enhanced with CSS3 features, including the rounded corners and translucent background on this column of text. This originally square div has also been turned into a circle by setting its border radius to half its width and height. But I'd like to rotate this div to make it look more like a sticker. So I'll just click there and then select Div Reminder in the tag selector at the bottom of the document window, and that brings up the style rules for the reminder div here in the Properties pane. But Live View doesn't yet support the standard transform property, so switch to Category View in the Properties pane by clicking the icon at the far left of the bottom of the panel. And then we need to find the WebKit category, which is down at the bottom here. Expand that and find WebKit Transform. If I click in the value field and then open the little menu, you'll see that Transform has got quite a few possible values, but the one I'm interested in is Rotate. And you need to put the value for Rotate between the parentheses. The Rotate function takes a value in degrees, and the CSS unit of measurement is DEG. And as with all CSS units of measurement, there's no space between the number and the unit. I'm going to make it 20 degrees, 20 DEG. And then just refresh Live View, and bingo, there we've got a nicely rotated div. Now, because I've used the WebKit vendor-specific prefix, I need to adjust my style rules so that I've got vendor-specific prefixes for other browsers and the standard property. So let's open the style sheet and go to the reminder rule. There we are, we've got WebKit Transform Rotate 20 degrees. Unfortunately, you need to add the vendor-specific prefixes for all browsers. So you need to have 5 copies. So just copy it and paste it. So we'll have the first one as Moz, then we need one for Internet Explorer, MS, and one for Opera, which is just a simple O, WebKit Transform, and then lastly the standard transform property. And now that will work in all browsers that support the transform property. It's a pity that you need to use the vendor-specific prefixes for all the browsers, but apart from that, rotating elements with the transform property couldn't be much easier.